Hello everyone, let's continue my thread on cryptocurrencies, and now let's see BNB coin or coin token, whatever you want to call it, that represents Binance. And as you know, Binance is largest and certainly dominant crypto exchange in the world, so it's worthwhile to look at it a bit more detail and look whether it's actually any good for trading. Now, I don't have to say much about its tokenomics or fundamentals because I'm not really interested into them, because cryptocurrencies are so volatile that if you trade them you actually need very little context what's behind them. These are not stocks, in the sense that stock value has stocks has fundamental importance of its fundamentals, but as you will see now with crypto, things are slightly different. But anyways, we have data since 2020 when it started to trade around $20. So obviously in the times of COVID it started to fall to like $10, which is 50% drop, and then it fluctuated at $15 to $20 right up until late 2020, and when after that it rose steadily. It's very slow from here, but we could see in the chart that the rise was there from 17 to like 32, 34 in the span of 1 year, which is actually pretty respectable. It's very low, that's why it doesn't look high, but still this is rather decent. But as you would see now, from late 2020 it skyrocketed up until 2049. So this is like what tenfold rise. This is phenomenal. This is like tenfold rise. And then just about after that, in 2021, right up until May 2021, it continued to rise from 2060 to 570, which is also twofold rise. Like if you used like reasonable trend following strategy and made like these two trades, I don't know how many times you made your money, but it was rather spectacular. And then markets crashed and you had opportunity to short it at around 570 till around to 320, which is also these are like almost 3 trades in a row where you could like phenomenal trades, like phenomenal. This, if you compound this and this one, I have to look at it, but you probably would made enough money for you not to retire, but like pretty close to that. And nevertheless, markets continued to be volatile, and then you could make two decent and couple of smaller trends in the span of August 2021 to November 2021, when it fluctuated from $300 to $600. Now it went almost the same height as they did previously, but since it was from high prices already compared to late 2020 prices, this was not that spectacular and volatility was much higher, so these trades were not nearly as profitable as previous ones in beginning of 2021. But nevertheless, 2021 ended it and crypto bear market started, and of course Binance gave you two exceptional short trends, so it was a very good market for that. And then as the rest of these markets, it continued flat or range bound trading since I would say 2022, so where it fluctuated between 2024 up until 300. So it gave a couple of trends, like one trend and these smaller trends where you could be like break even, but nothing exceptional. Like I would say 3 trends since summer last year. It had like 3 average trends. So what I could conclude here were, firstly, the history of Binance is very short, so there is no long-term conclusions that we could draw, and it had quite high correlation with rest of the crypto markets, which is also rather expected because this as any other cryptocurrencies move in great correlation, but the magnitude in 21 was much better than other coins. So if you were there early, most likely you were not, but who knows, you will be pretty well off. But apart from that, I would say from 21, whether it's much better market something as Ethereum or Bitcoin just for trading, well, I wouldn't say so. Probably this is more question of how you use leverage and how do you utilize your trading possibilities. So in other words, whether you trade Ethereum or Binance, it wouldn't matter that much after this made its spectacular rise. Should we expect something similar? No, I would doubt it. I would seriously doubt that it would rise from 40 to 600 in like 40 in like, this is like what, February 21 in like something like 6 months, you know. This is because the price is high already. Well, maybe in lifetime, maybe if crypto would make some phenomenal runs, it would do well, but these kinds of returns, it happens to respective coin once in maybe a couple of times in lifetime, and this rise is not nearly as close as XRP or Ethereum or Bitcoin had it in its heyday when it made most spectacular rises. So this is also a question about how you compare them. But anyways, for trading it's good, and for investing, well, you could see yourself. This is like if you compare it to lowest price point, of course it will be like tenfold increase, because in 2020 it was at one price, now it is more than 10 times higher. But also, who traded it at that prices? Most likely you knew about BNB coin and were able to trade it around early 2021, and from that point it wasn't that profitable. These risk adjusted returns are way out of whack. So there is that once similar pattern as everywhere. When cryptocurrencies make their dramatic rises, after that those risk adjusted returns are very, very questionable. Yes, maybe they might rise if all markets are rising, but other than that, it might be also only some small percentage of anyone's portfolio, just to see if something happens. Other than that, as you see here, like, there is nothing that is actually that interesting if you look at pure numbers. But you could do with these conclusions whatever you want, you know. I know there will be fanatics who will question every claim against crypto market, but that's their choice. My job is for you to tell data, and I am not online to anything, good or bad. I just look for trends. That's it. So wait for my next video and stay tuned, because there will be more content in this regard. Bye.